Good morning. Let's talk today about Knime. So Knime is an open source business intelligence tool or BI tool. And today we're going to try to discover Knime. It's a Java-based tool and it's got a good free tier and it's open source code. We're going to set it up and explore its capabilities for basic BI needs. The first part of our setup and installation is to download it. We are going to get the latest Windows binary from Knime's own website. We're going to install it, adjust some settings and memory allocation. And finally, we're going to launch it and explore the new UI. So once you've installed it, we're going to go ahead and create a new workflow. We first create a My First Project in a local space. We add notes, like we're going to drag a file reader. We're going to look at JSON to table and table writer. And lastly, we're going to configure it. We're going to configure the inputs and output paths for JSON and table files. Once we've done that, we're going to look at testing and troubleshooting. We want to execute a workflow, run the workflow with F7 or execute all. And we want to identify issues. Replace the file reader with like a JSON reader for proper JSON handling. And lastly, we're going to refine that JSON path. So, I'm going to use the $.items bracket to do proper syntax like you could do in JQ. When it comes to visualizing data, we can do a table view, which adds tables to see tabular data. We can do bar charts, again, like CPU counts per host. I show an example of that. And we can look at a statistics view for detailed analysis. All these things are available to be done with Knime. We can integrate with Google Sheets. Another one of the ways that we can use Knime is to tie it into Google Sheets. We can set up Google Authenticator with an interactive login, so I don't have to persist a credentials like a service account. I can select a sheet to work with Knime, and lastly, I can analyze data for bringing it in there for analysis and visualization. There's a whole community hub for sharing, so we can store our workflows that we produce there and share them out. We can export workflows and import workflows. They come across as a .knwf file. And we can discover components to find and use community-created components and workflows. Lastly, I kind of want to summarize what Knime's about. It's a powerful BI suite. It offers a robust and open source solution for data analysis and visualization. I think we could explore it further with some of those walkthroughs and community components to enhance our skills. And lastly, consider some of the use cases. When should we use Knime versus simpler tools for our BI needs? Now, that's it of the summary overview. If you want more details and see how I do an installation and see how I work it through, please take a look at the blog site. We'll provide a link in just a moment. And yeah. So here's the blog website. You can see it's Fresh Fruit Science 2024-08-27 on Knime. And you can see here's the setup, and I'll have all the steps I discussed doing, as well as the interactions, how to do the JSON parsing, etc. So if you'd like to see more on this, please just go to Fresh Fruit Science, and from there you can find it on 2024-08-27 knime.html. Thank you so much.